こんにちは。
The House on Mango Street by Sandra Ciernos is a classic series of vignettes about a Latina girl who struggles in her childhood. Living in the Chicago area, at a young age, she moves from neighborhood to neighborhood without making any friends, moving to what seemed like a poorer and poorer house each time, shaping what she will become. Finally, after moving from Lumi's Dew to a broken water pipe the landlord couldn't fix, they moved to Mango Street where the story starts. We believe that the story has a clear theme of struggles in childhood. The theme will shape our image of Esperanza, who is the protagonist, and it will help us understand her decisions moving forward in the story.
So the first chapter of this book is called The House on Mango Street. This chapter shows the struggles of dreams and reality in Esperanza's childhood. Esperanza said, "They always told us that one day we would move into a house, a real house that would be ours forever." So Esperanza isn't any different from little kids who believe stories their parents told them, such as the Tooth Fairy or Santa Claus. Another scenario shows an economic struggle in childhood. Esperanza was asked by her school nun, "Where do you live?" She replied, "There," pointing up to the third floor of an apartment building. The nun said, "You live there?" So at a young age, Esperanza had to feel what it felt like to be impoverished and to be humiliated by someone who should have been very kind and able to look up to, and able to be looked up to. Esperanza said it best herself. It made her feel like nothing, which is something that can be a huge struggle, especially to deal with when you're still young. My Name is also another important vignette to understand the theme of struggles in childhood. How people say their name ended up being hurtful to Esperanza. She says, "At school, they said my name funny." This quote shows how she was treated in school. The classmates saying her name funny deeply affects how she views others saying her name as a child. This impacted her, as she said, as if the syllables were made out of tin and hurt the roof of your mouth. So she clearly had resentment towards how others viewed her and said her name. Our Good Day is where Esperanza meets her friends, who are a central part of the story. Before this, Kathy, a fake friend, becomes Esperanza's friend. She urges Esperanza not to pay Lucy and Rachel in order to be their friend. But knowing that Kathy would leave her anyways, Esperanza gives them the money and they ride around the neighborhood. This vignette connects the struggle of childhood because at a young age, she had to feel the pain of having a friend who's fake and doesn't care about her. Before then, she would have no friends, so she would not have felt that pain.
The next vignette is Gil's Furniture, Bought and Sold. It relates to the theme of struggles in childhood by describing the conditions Esperanza lives in and is used to. The text states, "There is a junk store. An old man owns it. We bought a used refrigerator from him once, and Carlos sold a box for magazines for $1. The store is small with just a dirty window for light. He doesn't turn the lights on unless you have money to buy things with. So in the dark, we look and see all kinds of things, me and Nenny." The area Esperanza lives in is very poor. So poor that the shop owner kept the lights off to save money, and so poor that her family cannot afford a new refrigerator. This is a big struggle for someone in their early years because they may feel left out, which could lead to problems in the future.
In this vignette, Esperanza and her gang are talking about clouds. Then he points out that all the clouds are cumulus. He says, "There are cumulus today." This leads them naming all the clouds they possibly can in their childish heads. Soon, they start arguing about this. This relates to the theme of childhood because this is the first and only time we have an argument from Esperanza and her friends. Argument is a key component in friendships. It may seem futile to the relationship, but to argue, you actually learn more about each other, what you want and what you don't want.
To sum up, before we close, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment if you want more videos of this style. Sandra Ciernos develops a theme of struggles in childhood throughout this book. The vignettes we used to determine the theme were The House on Mango Street, My Name, Our Good Day, Gill's Furniture, Bought and Sold, and, quote, and some more, end quote. But the message can be found in more vignettes. Other themes in the story involve womanhood, culture, family, and home. Cyrano did a great job of displaying the life of Esperanza, the young Hispanic girl living in Chicago. The significance of this book goes far beyond its writing. Just appreciate you watching this video completely. We all love y'all. Have a nice day, and see you in class.